Hello everyone, welcome to Twilight Tuesday, the weekly Zelda Randomizer series. Today we are doing a TPR Season 2 race setting randomizer as the Season 2 tournament has begun. The qualifiers are ongoing right now. I'm going to be participating in the 4 minimum required coming up in the next couple weeks. We're running through like June 4th, so I guess like a week and a half from now. At the time of recording this, we have Static Fire. Randomized dungeons, you only have to beat 3. We start out with a couple of things. We do these every single week. Hope you enjoy. Let's get going. Let's go TT. Uma. We do have the Linkle mod still enabled. The link will be in the description, as well as the rules for Season 2 of the tournament and the tournament dates. All below, as well as the link to the randomizer if you want to try out the rando yourself. But we're gonna get going right now. 3, 2, 1, and start. I hope you enjoy the randomizer. First things first, we gotta get those hints. Starting out here. Talk to Midna. 3 required dungeons. We got Arbiters. Temple of Time. City in the Sky. Forest Temple is to a G. 4 mines. Sits. An AG. Temple of Time. Okay. Nothing to be found in Arbiter's grounds. South of Castletown. Okay. Sacred Grove. Okay. And Farron Field. Got it. All right. And then we're starting out right in front of the sign, too. So let's go check that out. We got 1 major item can be found in Lanairu Field. City in the Sky West Wing chest is bombs. Couple of shop checks here too we can just look at, give you a little peek. Going on 3 minutes of black screen loading. Twitch is a very stable, just rock solid platform known for its nothing but positives. Orange rupee for 210 rupees. Ooh, thank you. All right, let's go check Charlo. Neelix, hey bud. Hey! Dog's like eating at himself. Neelix! For bomblings. Rebecca's coming over to stop him. He's just a silly little guy, okay? And you have nothing? Great. That's like it here. Like actually, like we just want to get out. I think the fastest thing out is warp. And then we just kind of want to ride around, get our. We got a thing saying that the Naru Field has something, which is delightful. I don't remember what it was. It was like a path to something or a something to something. Interesting wolf color today. Charlo was nothing, and all of the bugs were nothing. I guess I didn't check Mallow Mart magic armor, but that's so... What are the odds? Never tell a TP randomizer player the odds. What are the odds magic armor is required in any way, shape, or form? What is up, Hatsune? What is up, Bags? Sorry that your stream isn't loading at all. Just gonna run over this shoe for fun. Nice calming music to start us off as we ride across the world. So this area is barren. So we're basically just trying to get into Orden here. Yeah, I'll ride back later. Because, you know, the field is empty. Alright, what do you got for us? Give us, okay, fill up our wallet and give us probably something else that's useless. Yeah, heart piece and bombs. Okay. Don't really need the bombs. Let's check the hint sign. We got Lake Hylia Shellblade is dead and Plum is dead. Very nice. Dun, 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 dun. Do. I forgot to say in the opener, but the glitches are mostly banned. The rules that are linked below will have the full list of rules of what is banned. But there are some glitches that are allowed. Thank you for the shield attack. Such as what I'm about to do right now. I like cheating. Me when I cheat. Ooh, community pet showcase at 95% completion. We have a lot of reptiles, geckos, snakes, etc. in this household, and I plan on showing them off once we hit the community goal for channel points there over on Twitch. All right, but that right there is the little trick, little cheat we like to do to grab just something a little early. It's not huge, but it gets us something. Lizard. You get a couple of them little fellas. We're like weirdly like a purpley blue today. Right? We're purpley blue. I think so. My colorblind is getting me again. I think I warped to the wrong spot. I think I'm slow here. That or we don't have the Orden warp, in which case this is fine. Let me check. Yeah, I don't have Orden. What up, Falcus? I sprinted past the bird there. So I posted a short last night about like how the bird will just like rob you, kind of, sort of. Just like the fact that the bird gets violent if you steal from him at all, but if you overpay him, he's just like, thanks, dog, and he's like, where's my money? Like, hold on, that was a $30 potion, and I gave you 1,000 rupees. What do you mean? Thanks, man. And he just lets you have it. And someone came into my comments calling the bird like Jewish, and I'm just sitting there like, that's not, nuh-uh. Isa helping hands the Dominion rod. Ice block dead. Ice block dead and bow dead. But Isa very alive. You a chud. Ugh, we have so many different words. Only 4 checks to get in Orden right now. That's weird. I think it's fascinating. I just feel like Chud popped up and now everything's a Chud. We had a different word. Like, what did we use before Chud? Because, like, I'm not gonna disagree, like, you a Chud, but, like, I feel like we had another word for just, like, I don't know, maybe. Roiper? I've never heard that ever in my life. Not once, on a singular time. That's a new one. Maybe we just said like bigot or something, I don't know. But it was definitely, I hit him with the eyebrow raise emoji, like, that's not the comment you think it is, buddy. I think you think you're being really funny, but I hate to tell you this, you ain't. Alrighty. Ooh, class shot. Orden is always here to provide. She's just like, now that I got this baby, I really don't need this class shot anymore. You think you might be able to use it, Linkle? And I'm just like, yes, I can. I'm still stealing $100 from you, but I will take that class shot off your hand. You're so very welcome. Speaking of problematic stuff, I had a guy in my TikTok yesterday spamming, just going crazy spamming like the N-word and like telling me some insane shit. And I just sat there being like, wait, my TikTok thing just like does not have the tools to ban you. The dude even called me stupid for saying it's right there. Just click the ban button. And I'm sitting here like, no, it ain't. Trust me, if it was right there, I'd be pressing it. They were kind enough to then say, hold on, let me come to Twitch. And then came to Twitch and then still said the same shit. And I banned them instantly. Like, okay. Like, what do you think? You think that was just baiting that I'm not going to ban you? Like, come on now. Yeah, this dude I banned last night. But just like, I think if you were to come into my TikTok yesterday at any time, you would have seen the spam they had posted. And it's like, I don't really want people to see that I might be okay with this shit. I literally couldn't find a button to get rid of it. And now I'm just like, shit, anyone want to be my designated TikTok moderator? Because I think just like, if I had someone on the app as a moderator would work, just like the platform that I have for streaming does not have all of the tools. This is a really solid goats. Except for this one goat that decided to be a little butt face. Almost a sub 20. Good enough, good enough. Let's see what we get. We get the key to the Boblin camp. That is a required item, so I'll take it. Okay. Yeah, you may have noticed if you're playing, like, if you watched one of my older videos and are watching a newer one, that I do show the Boblin camp now. And it's because it is required to enter Arbiter's Grounds, whereas it did not used to be. People getting too comfortable saying dumb shit. What's really funny is like, I'm like pushing 30, dude. Who do you think you're talking to? You think I haven't seen this a gajillion times? You're literally just wasting your time posting shit. Like, you're not, there's no shock value here, dog. Like, I don't give a shit. But also, it had like weird early Twitch vibes, which I was there for. People were doing this shit in the early Twitch days, and I already went through this. It's weird living through it a second time. And it's just like, can we just skip? Can we skip to the next part where people are just kind of normal on the internet most of the time? Well, I think the next part is actually where people get into like the weird. Twitch went through like a cum phase, where cum was just really, really funny for some reason. I was never super down for that phase. I thought it was really weird. If you were around, you know what I'm talking about. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it was just like the era that people where I was around, but just like half of the emotes that I saw on Twitch were like, do not cum or drink from the cum chalice. It was weird and uncomfortable. I didn't like it. Anyways. Glue. Yeah, the emote glue that people would post that looks like an emote of someone like spewing cum on the screen. Yeah, no. Very. Knock that shit off right now. It's a Yandere dev thing? I did not know that. I did not know that at all. That's lore drop. I just remember it getting posted as like an emote in Twitch chats. Let's read the sign. We got Ordinance Path to Armagoma. Dr. Office balcony chest is an orange rupee. Okay, so that's balcony chest done. Oh, so wait. Orden was path Armagoma. I guess. Oh, wait. No, yeah. Okay, okay. Orden is path to Armagoma. Right. It's path to Armagoma because we got the Boblin Camp key. Right? So that's sweet. Figured out. Got good to go. We're ready. Pew, pew, pew. I'm enjoying how this seed doesn't necessarily feel like a baby seed almost entirely because, at least so far, we just haven't gotten many checks. So we're not just like getting check after check after check of good item just because we are not getting many items. We just started in a pretty barren location. I haven't found much yet. Mega cringe video where he drank milk from a chalice. Dude, what a weirdo. Alright, let's get this. Oh my god, a red ruby. Check Barnes bombs, get the check at the top, and then we'll head over to Elden Field, maybe? We might want to just head to Zora's Domain, but maybe not. Hey. Orange Ruby. Chud was originally a 4chan thing. Why does everything come from 4chan, but also no one likes 4chan? I think Pepe was a 4chan thing too, wasn't it? I think Peepo is a Twitch thing, which is why it's confusing that Peepo was like problematic when Pepe was problematic. Like the fact that they were problematic together. But Peepo is like just a Twitch thing. As far as I knew, but then yeah, Pepe was 4chan. Red pill BS. There's too much BS to pay attention to. Pepe was hijacked by 4chan, but it was around before that. All right, well, I don't even know anymore then. Top of the watchtower, we got Memo. All right, that's a real good one. So that's entrance to Temple of Time. Like right out the gate, we can go to Temple of Time now. Ooh, way too far. Ah! There we are. Double check, Pepe was from a webcomic that got posted on 4chan and MySpace. Yes, MySpace. Huh. I, for one, am shocked that MySpace gets brought up in the year 2026. Outside of like a historian class of sorts. Would you attend a class on the history of the internet? I feel like we could have like a very in-depth discussion about the history of the internet, despite the fact that it hasn't been around that long in the scheme of things, just because so much stuff has happened. All right, let's see here. We got Orden, Path, Armagoma, Doctor's Balcony Chest. Okay, literally both of those checks are already found. One of those hints are already found. We're gonna go get the hint out here. This is a historical purpose, technically. This was back around 2008 when Pepe was first being posted on MySpace and 4chan. 2008? Oh my god, the frog's been around the block. Pepe is like just a couple years younger than Twilight Princess. That's weird. I don't like this. Nothing. That's what I thought, but it's good to check. Webcomic in 2005. It's older than Twilight Princess. No, that's so bizarre. Know Your Meme University grand opening 2030. No, don't. No. It's not that you need to know old memes, but like, I don't know, internet culture is... I think it's fascinating the way that people have evolved on the internet over the last 20 years. Personally, that is. I don't know. The evolution has been, like, very cyclical. Like, we keep going back to where we were. As well as, like, it's so rampant. It's fast. It's so fast. And I don't know. It's interesting to me. Maybe I just want it to be interesting. Because it's my life. I'm like, man, my life's so interesting. I used to post these shitty memes, and now I post these other shitty memes. It's so awesome, man. They're less shitty now than they used to be, but also sometimes they're exactly the same. Like, literally, one for one, the same fucking meme. And, okay, a lot of nothing. Repost Randy over here. Yeah, shit. Oh my god, climb. Internet culture moves way too fast now. You'd have to get very meta with it. You could never cover all trend changes. Trends that lasted years last a month now. I think we would discuss the fact that trends now, like the way that trends have changed, not the trends that changed. I would argue that one of the things that changed is that things change too fast now. Right? Just like discussing the concepts of, we used to have these like forums that were like really close-knit, and then those became less, you know, the primary thing, and we got like we got like Twitter type shit. We got Gerudo Desert's Path to Ganondorf. That's the third Dr. Balcony. Check. Yeah, we went from like forums to Twitter to Reddit, which is just forums again. To no one posts anything that matters. 4chan, which is like 4chan, Tumblr, I feel like rose around the same time, at least that I was aware of. We had MySpace. I feel like MySpace was the first like really popular like social media. Alright, so we know she has something we want, but we can't do it yet, but we can still defeat the baddies. Copyright change internet culture. Oh yeah, like early YouTube and the evolution of YouTube and the way like copyright couldn't keep up, but then it had to try and figure out how to keep up, and they over rampantly destroyed everything, and then they've been trying to like dial it back properly for years, but haven't ever actually done anything that's helpful for anyone. It's a lot of words. It's a lot of words. There's probably a whole lesson on LimeWire. Only 4 more people? Sheesh. I think my plan in the future is to keep it expensive and just literally keep letting it be one of those things where like as soon as we hit it, we hit it. But it's not necessarily about like we gotta hit it in a month. It's just when we hit it, we hit it. And then it happens at a future date shortly after. The pet showcase, that is. All right, backslash, always a good one. We probably just want to head to the desert, huh? So we're just gonna run up and scare his ass. Hello. Up to Daisy. It's much more so that copyright holders learned the internet existed, and then we all kind of scrambled at the same time. because they went like insane of just like, yeah, that's ours. You can't do that. And then everyone was just like, yeah, we can. I still don't know how to kill these guys. I hate them so much. I think the takeaway from Internet History 101 would be radicalizing people against MasterCard. MasterCard? Specifically? What did MasterCard do? Am I out of the loop on this one? Did I miss this? Fuck MasterCard. Huh. I mean, I'm down for fuck MasterCard. Credit cards in general are like one of the worst things we ever did as a society. Payment processors are the driving force for rampant censorship you see across the web. Huh. That's interesting. Very interesting. All right, check up here. We got Pizza Hut. All right. They've been doing a bunch of shit to try and get payment processors to stop allowing specific types of media to be sold. Oh, I know there's like a thing against MasterCard for like NSFW stuff. And so NSFW stuff just gets banned like everywhere because if you have it, then no money can go through at all. It's very lame. What do we got from the big chest on the side? Dominion Rod. That's a big one. NSFW or anything we're not really feeling right now. Fuck you. Not safe for we. Specifically, as in me and my buddy here. Us. Oh, wow, bombs. Hello, desert. Wait, wrong side. It's over here. Silly me. And the fishing rod. Is there anything the desert does not provide? I love you, desert. Mwah. And sloppily makes out with sand. There's a sign over here, huh? Whee! What up, you Stowe? Welcome to me, sloppily making out with sand. We got one sword can be found in a dungeon. Gift from Rallis is a claw shot. Good to know. That's a good one. That's our second claw shot right there. Boom. All right, just adjusting my tracker. Lurk to go shower. What? You don't take chat with you to the shower? I could never shower without chat. This just seems wrong. I was like, that's not gonna hit me, is it? But it could have. This check sucks so much when you don't have boomerang and a sword, because you have to just like weirdly sit here. I guess if you're like a weirdo, you might enjoy the armpit. Yeah, never mind. I should not. Anyways, let me go get the chest. Oh boy, 100 bugs. I think it's faster to just warp away. Little armpit. You realized you're here and we don't have armpit emotes because we're mostly I wanted to say like normal people, but then that's like kink shaming, and I'm pretty against kink shaming. Just like similar to that one lady who didn't get in trouble for having the gimp suit person like on stream. Apparently she got banned for streaming Dark Souls 3, but the gameplay was chroma keyed through her feet. That's what she got banned for recently, which honestly very creative. Very creative. Like, I'm like, yeah, you should probably be banned for that, but like, damn. I don't know. I feel like if you're trying to be like weird king streamer on Twitch, like that's you do you. Maybe you stream on a different website, but you do you. Just in a general sense, like, you don't need to be discussing your kinks on Twitch into great detail or whatever. Keep the armpit shit on your Fansly or whatever. I don't know, man. All right, this sign here, we got Lunaru's Spring is path to Argarog. Zora's Underwater Goron is dead. Yeah, it was definitely one of those things where I'm like looking at the ban going, huh, all right. Like, I get why you would ban her for this, but also like this is, I never would have thought of this. I don't know. Hey, the lantern. That's sweet. Imagine finding the lantern in a TP randomizer. Literally couldn't be me. Without Spinner though, we're still locked from really doing much in the dungeon. So we're gonna dip. Shoot. Think it through. I should go here. We still only have one postal. No iron boots, so I can't really go up there. No spinners, so I can't really go over there. Oh, are we getting into the thing where breasts are technically a kink? We're leaving them because they're funny. That's an accepted kink in this environment. Actually, we're leaving them because... Ow. Boobs is to kink as coffee is to addiction. Yeah, no, that's 100% accurate. Glad we could figure this out together as a team. Mav. Alrighty. Back-to-back heart containers. Finally. I was dying so much. I'm glad that that problem has been completely solved. You know, it was a weird... I've had, like, very... different problems recently with editing my shorts. The most recent video that's going up today, I found... I have no idea what shorts I'm gonna get out of that, because I felt like we were just, like, locked in on the rando. The entire rando was just focus fogs type shit. We were in it to win it. 100 rupee. But the rando before is having like a completely different problem of every bit went on for like 10 minutes. And I can't, you can't make a short out of a 10-minute bit. You gotta just watch the whole video. And just like I kept going on the same tangents and stories about stuff that I just really couldn't do anything with. And it was just like, well, shoot. Hi, Gale Boomerang, my beloved. Mwah. I've missed you. YouTube longs? I know, but I need to get... So, like, YouTube longs aren't being pushed to people. Only the YouTube shorties are. So I, like, need the shorts to get people to watch the longs. Then we go from the longs to the lives, which are the longers. It's all a funnel system of sorts. You guys are at the bottom of the funnel. That does not blow it up. It simply brings it to me. I tried. Let's go up here. Bro's trying to make quality slop again? Dude. I love quality slop. And 1, 2, 3. Of all of the random nonsense, like, meme, dialect, cultured things, slop is like one of my favorites. It's so stupid. It's so dumb. I have no other way to describe it other than it's the dumbest thing of all time. Alright. It's perfect for the current times. The slop Olympics. The slopification. Is it like Californication, but like with slop? Oh my god, there probably could be a whole ass song about that. You could probably swap in all the lyrics. Have AI make the song Slopication about how AI is turning everything into slop. That's so meta. Sword sometimes required. Okay, magic armor sometimes required. Isa Dominion Rod. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I've never seen it say sometimes. Whenever I think of Red Hot Chili Peppers, I think about that there's a bit in The Good Place where Red Hot Chili Peppers are referenced as, like, they don't necessarily say it's a bad thing, but it's heavily implied that one of the criteria for getting into the bad place is whether or not you've been to a Red Hot Chili Pepper concert. And I just remember sitting there being like, but I like the Red Hot Chili Peppers. What do you mean? Oh, a bunch of nonsense, useless crap. Oh well. I think it was specifically going to a concert, which I've never done. I've been to a Weezer concert. That was great. I think technically it was a Panic at the Disco. I think it was just like a festival type bit, and it had Weezer and Panic at the Disco. It was fun. It had some other like lesser, I don't want to say lesser bands, lesser known bands maybe. Lower number of worse people is the phrase, I imagine. We're getting a lot of rupees here. Oh boy. And the magic armor! How about that? How dare you, heretic! Burn the heretic. So now you got me thinking about grunt back shots. From the Halo show. Real NL heads know what I'm talking about. Oh, fuck. I went on like a binge of watching NL bits the other day. Screw Desert, Ganondorf, Underwater, cool. Have we found Mallow Mart yet? Ike's Mallow? We found my Mallow? No. Apparently, Mallow Mart has a sword and that it might be required. Still not sure what might be required means. Oh, you have the song! No, we haven't. Okay. Oosh, big money. Big money moves. Cool. We know there's something in the Nairu field that we need. We can only get half the checks there right now. Not even half. Which makes me very hesitant to want to go get it. Gift of fire, we got that. Why does it think I can get these checks? I'm fairly confident that I can. You learned today that claw shot counts as a major item. Oh, yeah. I mean, I would have imagined. I would argue that it's one of the most major items. To me, major item was anything that is needed to beat the rando, which you need claw shot. You can't beat the rando without claw shot. We really need a couple of checks, just like a couple. I don't think we have path to spinner. I think we just knock out Farron here. Oh, interesting. It can just be a big item, not necessarily a needed item. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. And whoopee. I have this really bizarre problem recently. I've actually had it for a very long time with content creation. This might apply to other people, but it like definitely applies to me. And I want to share my thoughts. But a thing I find myself, a trap I find myself getting caught in time and time again is the waiting game. There's constantly cool things that I want to do in the content creation world, but I feel like it's going to get better, so I don't really want to commit to it until it gets better. For example, the randomizer is a good example of this. I didn't like full commit to like really wanting to do a lot of stuff with Twilight Princess Randomizer, despite my whole thing a long time ago being just Twilight Princess, because I knew it was going to get better. It was very rudimentary, and the seeds were kind of all over the place in terms of quality and enjoyment, and I didn't want to be super just like, this is what we're doing now, because I know it's going to get better. But now I'm having that with Multi-World Archipelago, where just like, I really want to do more Twilight Princess. I want to do more archipelagos, and I want to do them with the game that I'm, you know, known for, Twilight Princess. But at the same time, I feel like the archipelago is so far away from the quality that I want it to be, to make it feel like something I can just do like all of the time. Like, especially for like YouTube content, having the overworld items just being green rupees is like, you don't even see what you're getting most of the time. I feel like as a viewer, that looks really weird, and it's much harder to understand. Especially like, let's say you see a short, just like, oh, everything in this video, this guy just keeps getting green rupees. Where's the sauce? Where's the pizzazz? All right, back here we have a green, see, the green rupee. Where's the pizzazz, man? Food, water, atmosphere. I hate that I was thinking the same shit, but I was gonna let the SpongeBob reference just fly for a moment. I was like, no, not everyone's having this exact SpongeBob thought that I am. I think I might be the weird one. And then I realized, wait, we're the weird ones. It's a group effort here. What if messing up an emote in chat got you like banned for an hour? you have to come back and try again. Like, you get put in the, maybe not an hour, like a 5-minute, you get put in the timeout zone. Just like go into the corner and think about what you've done. What up, Count? Welcome on in. I kind of missed your message to say stupid shit, but saw we. What up, Nord? Shoot. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm stupid. No. I was like, wait, I can enter Arbiter's Grounds. It's barren. It's literally barren. I'm so slow. I'm slow. Everyone is sad at me. They're all booing. They're hucking tomatoes at me. I'm covered in tomatoes. I don't even like tomatoes, and I'm just gonna keep hitting me with more tomatoes. Yeah, actually, 7TV is broken. Taking blame is for schmuds. And the streamer. Everyone blame the streamer. I can take it, don't worry. Happy birthday, Rebecca! Yay! My lovely spouse is now 30. Haha, old. We really need to find the bow. You're next, baby man. I know, but not yet. I got one month. Heart container. You can never contain my heart. I'm a free spirit. Mash, 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 mash. And I missed the other thing you were saying. I admit I was confused when I first saw the green rupees when you were doing Archipelago, right? And you have to like you're like a frequent viewer. You have a miles card. You got a discount on shit. You're a frequent flyer. And you're still confused. So imagine being someone who's never seen this shit before. You've never seen me before, and your first interaction is everything is a green rupee. Like, I'd be like, what the fuck's going on? Like, maybe there's a level of intrigue there, but I imagine it's mostly just like, I don't know. It's an extra. I'm always working under the assumption that people do not want to go any deeper into figuring out what the hell's going on beyond like a surface level. Because that happens to be true most of the time. Maybe I'm not giving people enough, you know, credit, but also I don't know if they've earned it. So, yeah. Wind Waker, we also get a lot more green rupees now because we are randomizing freestanding rupees. Before, it was only one that was in chest. Okay, well, those are green rupees because they're green rupees, right? I'm talking about in our Archipelago currently, or multi-world, whichever one you want to call it. All of them are green rupees all of the time, even if they're not. And like it's confusing. New Nightmare Seed settings, all non-essentials, and rupees are green rupees. Charlo Harpies is Hyrule Castle Big Key. But I still have to pay like full price, and it's just I have to get 1,000 rupees through. Oh, shoot. That's really funny, actually. I might hate myself enough for that at some point. Happy Twink Tuesday, and happy Twilight Tuesday, and happy Rebecca's birthday. What up, Mr. Astonish? I think I said yesterday I was going to wear my Femboy to Hooters outfit in honor of Rebecca's birthday, but then I didn't. I forgot. My bad. All right, Iron Boots. All right, I'm so glad we came here. That's massive, actually. Okay, can I climb? Can you? Knock it off! Put her on for Rebecca after the run. I'm gonna be so for real. She does not care. In Wind Waker Multi-World, only the items from other players playing a different game have like their own unique letter model. But they still have like different models for some stuff, whereas we have no model for anything. Oh my gosh, where? There. Just everything is green rupee. Even if it's a thing in the game, it's still a green rupee first, and it's just like, bleh. And just like half of the settings aren't even there. Like they'll say, if you want to have this setting, you need to impose it yourself. And it's just like, that kind of defeats the point. Oh my gosh. But apparently there's stuff being worked on. It's just like, I don't know. It makes me not want to do TP Archipelago stuff. Yeah, it'll be like you have to pretend the setting isn't on type shit. It's just like, what? Okay. Like required dungeons. Like you can just like pretend that you are requiring dungeons. But technically it's just like all open. Like there is a default for all of the settings, and those are the only ones that will be like applied to the actual logic. Everything else is just, you know, if you feel like it, you can lock yourself out of stuff, I guess. I would really like to find the bow or a sword. Both of those would be nice. And I'm not gonna be like mad about it, right? Like it's a free thing made by probably like a dude in his spare time or their spare time, but it's just like, I don't know, it's very... I'll wait. Like I'll wait for it to be a little better, I don't know. Hour in, 0 swords. This is like 5. 0 swords, 0. Okay. Yeah, that means the item that gives us something is spinner track chest, so we just need spinner. We already needed spinners. This is nothing new. I just still need spinner. And a lot of this stuff has been in the same sphere, too. Oh, I missed. If I was a dev, I'd just tell people to suck it up. You're playing a video game. You're already playing pretend. Can't you just pretend these settings are on? No. I would argue that playing a video game is not just playing pretend. Playing pretend is what you do when you can't afford the video game and you pretend to be playing the video game anyways. Like when you're in elementary school and you pretend to be like a kid on the street. Or I guess you don't usually pretend to do that. You pretend to be like an anime character or some shit. I don't know. We finished that area. We're just so weirdly locked out of everything still, because the only thing that we know has stuff doesn't have the stuff that we want. Well, it's not that it doesn't have stuff that we want. It's that all the stuff that we know about, like, we know where it is, we can't get it yet. We still don't have access to that. Like, we know Isa is a thing, but we don't have that. You know, Isa's double Dominion Rod. We have access to the one dungeon, but without Spinner, we can't get very far. Temple of Time. We know that there's another check that we need, but it requires explicitly Spinner. We don't have, like, without a sword, Spinner, and bow, we're kind of bamboozled. Come on, I dodged! Parry slap. Huh, so you can do that without taking damage. The more you know. And bottle of lantern oil. I don't need imagination anymore. I have Chat GPT. That's okay. I had to say, like, sound it out to figure out what the fuck you were talking about. Yo, Mr. Astonish giving a sub to I Love Cats and hitting them with the meep. Get meeped. Meep. Big meep. So Goron Mine is to sit, so we have access to sits right now. A couple of Castletown checks. I'm just shocked we haven't found a bow or the sword. Very, very shocking to me. Alright, let's do this little mini game here. Not shocking. I kind of need to go to the bathroom. Aye. Alright, do a little sop. A little side up. Let's see what you got for us. Come on, give us something big. It's not big at all. That's small. It was a heart. Not even a big heart. It was a little heart. What's the other Castletown check that we have access to? Oh, magic armor. We can't afford it yet, though. Oh, you know both of those are dead. We can assume. So we can go up here. We can also destroy that. Neither of those are anything we need. And then we have a lantern chest in the graveyard, but we also know that the graveyard chest is the second claw shot, which we need for City in the Sky. Do you have emulate disk speed enabled? I notice your loading screens are pretty long and you're allowed to disable it. I might. I wouldn't be shocked if I constantly lose time to loading screens. It sounds like a problem I would have and not think about turning off. But yes, I am on Dolphin. I could pretty easily play on console, especially now that we have console. I don't know, just like moving it to console, like getting the USB. Whoop. I appreciate it. I didn't know. I'll check my settings after the rando for sure. All right. I don't think there are any. Well, I'd be wrong. That's why I shouldn't think. Yeah, playing on console would be really simple. The biggest issue with playing on console is just that it's like a couple extra steps every time you set it up, which just I didn't really want to deal with. And it's pretty easy to play on Dolphin. Dolphin's pretty reliable these days. You know, I think the biggest complaint is whether or not you have like a good enough computer for playing and streaming it, which I do. So it's just a couple extra steps for the. I used to only ever play on console when I was still actively speedrunning. The paddle being the claw shot sound is like sending me right now. When I was actively speedrunning, I didn't want to change. I didn't like practicing on Dolphin either, because the input delay was just like ever so slightly different. That when I would go back and forth between them consistently, it would mess up my timing on some stuff, and I didn't like that. So I would stay on console when I did randomizers just so that my timings would all stay the same, because you have to speedrun on console. But I haven't done a speedrun in a few years now, so I see no reason to not just play on Dolphin and enjoy Dolphin and the mods and all that. I guess since all of my mods at this point are built into the ROM, though, I could play on console like very easy. Because since TP randos swapped to being entirely done on ROMs. Because usually when I did like Oot rando, I preferred to be on console. Because I like N64 Zeldas versus the N64 Zeldas on console. Like there was a big difference before we had the PC port. Now that we have the PC port, though, I'd rather just use that. And that's probably the direction TP's going to. I'm dreading the concept of having to use both regular Dolphin for rando stuff and the PC port. I'm really hoping the PC port rando is just enough of a one-to-one that I can just use that as soon as it's available for all of my rando purposes, because it's just very pretty. Alright, this will get us the Dominion ride. We really just need Spinner now, which means Spinner can't have the Spinner. Right? That much we know. But we know we needed double Dominion rod, so double Dominion rod having a direct one-to-one to the Spinner makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I'm really curious how far away PC Port Rando actually is. They made it sound like it was like really, really close. So I'm just like, soon. Soon, please. It's gonna be so good. I don't know if you're still here, Zen over on TikTok, but what up? The message didn't go through to my other chat for some reason. Sorry. Okay. Good. There is a possibility that this doesn't get me to a spinner, but rather to a sword. All right, let's check this thing. And nope. Yeah, I don't have a single sword. We know one is at a dungeon, and we know one is at Malomart, but that's... Yeah. All right, what do we got here? Nope. Well, I'm glad that I could be of help, and I'm glad you're having fun of TP Rando. There's honestly a lot of tricks that I don't even touch. Chris is awesome, and let's see what we got here. Our first sword, baby's first sword. Chris is awesome, and I think his name is like Cheese something. Those guys do some crazy tricks in this game. Just like absolutely bonkers stuff. Oh, Cheese does too, but there's also a stinky cheese guy. I don't remember his name. It's not Mr. Cheese. That's the oot dude. Pokemon Genius. Is that? Oh yeah. Okay. Is his profile picture like some cheese? He just talks about cheese. Oh. What up, Lunar Sub? Yeah, my bad. But yeah, Pokemon Genius is the other guy. And that guy does some wild stuff with this game. But I love TP too. I love that it's getting so much attention right now because of like Dusk and such. I've messed this all up. Oh, don't you dare. I know there's I need to learn the BLJ for this. Not BLJ. LJA. BLJ is a different game. Not super necessary there. I'm pretty sure it's just utilizing the height of the chest, right? This one's pretty easy too. It's way faster since I do have access to LJAs. Ah! Well, it's faster if you get it. Second try is still pretty fast, huh? Ooh, sword number 2. All right, now we know where the 3 swords are. Hello. We only have access to 2 of them at the moment, though. You are not a sword or the spinner. You are a marbles. She's enhancing my experience. All I can hear are little cat purrs. No, you done being cute and cuddly? You want to be a problem child? Away! She just waltzes on. I have no idea what LJ you're talking about, by the way. There's like an LJA for this. I don't know it. All right, we have this. Check it. Nothing. Shoot. Oh, you can get on. Okay, that sounds like one of those things where we're overcomplicating things. Just jump. Just do 2 jumps. One of my favorite phenomena that happens in speedruns is we find a trick, we go, oh, trick is so fast, ooh, cool trick, and we do the trick, and then like years later we realize, oh, actually walking is actually just faster. That's happened in TP a silly amount of times. That just like the casual strat of just like walk around just was actually the fastest route. Oh, there's a way to do it without rod? I thought you needed rod for that check. More you know. I need to do more no logics, I guess. I really hope Giovanni doesn't have spinner, because if so, I've been missing spinner for a very long time when it's been in Sphere 0. This guy hates getting into range. Sometimes you just find glitches and they're just glitches and they glitch and they have no use in a doobie what a doobie. I didn't think this would be needed. Finding useless glitches is my passion. True. That is very real. Some of you may recall the origin of the glitch that broke all of Ocarina of Time, which started out, it was like a displacement, right? It started out as the ability to move a door with a boomerang in Forest Temple. Completely useless. Ended up becoming Ace. Want want. Unironically became Ace. Not asexual, by the way. I mean arbitrary code execution. The thing that broke N64 Zeldas completely. Alright, we got another bomb bag. Anything useful? Laru Field. Okay. It's super cool for everything but the speedrun. Just it. Okay, there's sketch. So that's second claw shot. I think that's the entirety of City in the Sky. Ooh, big skipper. 20-minute skip? That's awesome. Double claw shot. Yeah, so we knew that was there. We just need spinner. What's really annoying me right now is that it's saying big item in Lanaru Field. Or major item, I guess is what it says. Goron Mines is the City in the Sky. But all we need is spinner. We're basically spinner master sword and we're done. I mean, we have to beat the dungeons, but like one of them is Baron and very fast. So speedy. I'm gonna leave my big shoes on. I think that was Marbles. Marbles did a jump and a run. Gone forever. I'll miss her though. It doesn't leave my shoes on. Fascinating. I guess it might drown us, and that'd be bad. But I wanted to get these checks. Alright, we got harpies. Probably faster to swim over. Alright, and money. Onward. I guess I could have just left the boots on more. I don't know why. Whatever. I wasn't feeling it. Have a nice lyric. What do you got, sign? Something good beyond this point, and there are no big keys. I don't remember. Is the bridge there, or do I need spinner? Because if I need spinner, then I'm just like, the fuck is behind this point? What is the something good? Is it the Master Sword? Yeah, okay. It used to just be done, so I forget sometimes. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm pretty sure we know this is nothing, but I'm gonna grab it because I'm silly. Yeah. Literally a bomb refill. Okay. That is a very interesting spinner location. Fort Argarog. I never like plan around weird positions. I kind of just assume everything's gonna be like out in the wild. Yep. A little off on all those shots. Oh, there's boss key. Whew! I thought I almost like died there. Cutting it a little close. Alright. Spinner could still be somewhere in here. We just don't get to know about it. Ooh, that almost hit me. Alright. This shit's weird, and you actually need to run across. I feel like the claw shot targeting is like shockingly pretty good in this game, actually. The thing that I think is really like bizarre and all over the place is Minda targeting as Wolf Link. That girl just flat out misses shit like half the time. It's so funny. And the spinner! It was here the whole time! Let's go. So what the hell is the something good? Sword? I guess it could be wallet. Whatever it is, it's gonna be faster to save and quit back. Fixes our music too. So on Sunday, Rebecca's parents came up to visit for her birthday, right? Because her birthday's today on this Tuesday. I'm not targeted to it. We did a bunch of stuff. First one, we went to like Topgolf. That was a lot of fun. I don't think I need to do this, but I'm doing it anyways. The number one thing though that I wanted to bring up was after Topgolf, we went like shopping. Do I multi-stream to YouTube? I can. Do you want me to? I stopped because it didn't seem very functional for me. I multi-streamed to TikTok. If people ever said, hey, multi-stream to YouTube so I can watch you, I would be doing it. It's like literally just a click of a button. So after we go Topgolf, we went shopping. And first of all, if I ever go to your store and you have like sandpaper, toilet paper, it gives me like such bad vibes. Like I'm not going back to your fucking store. One of the places we went just had like literally this shittiest toilet paper of all time. But that's not important right now. The part of the story that I thought was really funny was at one point we went to a tiki bar, and none of us are bar people. And we're just like sitting there at the tiki bar, and it's like Rebecca's parents and her sister, and you know, we're just sitting there, just like, so. Come here often? It was so fucking funny to me how like awkward that whole experience was. Like almost everything we ever do together, it's like a family, is like specific stuff, right? You know, like Topgolf, bowling, go to a movie, play board games. Then it was just us standing there at the bar. Being like, bar. The next place we went had like a drag show, and that was fun. Other than apparently I missed the first act, and the second act was like the worst of all of the acts, I was told. And I'd never been to a drag show before, and so I was watching the show, and I'm just like, so wait, is this all a drag show is? And they were just like, no, normally it's good. I was just like, oh, okay. It was like an amateur drag show, so like, we're not trying to be mean or anything. They're doing their best. It was just really funny that my first drag show that I've seen was just like apparently she wasn't remembering the lyrics of the song she was lip syncing to, and like didn't have much of a dance or outfit, and was just like walking around. And I was just like, look at her go. She sure is walking. Some of the performers are pretty solid though. Me when I'm walking. That might be wrong. And I don't think I need to get any of the other checks here because we're master sorted. So we're honestly just cruising. I don't think at any point in time. Overground says simple time. Yeah, we don't need ball and chain for anything. It was just funny, the first experience. It's like your first baseball game is a 0 hit. a 0 hit, 0 run game, and you're just like, so is that it? You just watch a guy throw a ball and everyone miss it? That might not be a fair comparison, because I think baseball at its greatest is still pretty, like, okay. Man, that's embarrassing. I blame the cat that jumped in my lap. Yeah, you. I blame you. Oh my god, no, no. This is so bad. This guy is considered good at this game? I'd hate to see what bad at this game looks like. Oh my god, I overshot again. I hope you're happy, Muffles. I don't think, I mean, I'm fairly confident she's very happy. Just look at her. How could she not be? Have you guys heard the drama about the amazing digital circus? I don't know if anyone here is watching that shit. Well, apparently, like, the creators hella burned out, and then also, like, apparently the ending got leaked. And it's like in theaters only, but it got leaked, and apparently it's like insanely bad. Like the worst episode by like leaps and bounds. And then apparently there's like a post from the creator that's saying like, yeah, if the community pisses me off, I'm just gonna make a bad ending. So people are thinking that like, oh, she just followed through with that, and she like actively wrote a bad ending because she was tired of everyone. And like, that's kind of based, but also, Jesus Christ. We have to pay money to see this. There's also, Rebecca had the theory of like, what if the leaked one leaked on purpose and it's like a shittier version of the, like it's not the real ending, the one that leaked. But, I don't know. That sounds like a lot of work for a meta joke. Animation is no simple task. I like kind of think this runs really fast because we're already in go mode, but also I don't know, maybe it's not fast. Yeah, I don't want to spoil anything, but what I have heard was like really lame. Like apparently the final episode is like just a Jax episode and then it ends. That's like the least spoily way I could think of it. 3 and 4. I always take off my shoes. I'm always taking my sneakers off, but I don't need to. I don't need to take my sneakers off. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's speedrun muscle memory for sure. In the speedrun, you don't have fast iron boots. So you actually do kind of need to take them off to run between But here, you can just kind of leave them on. If I recall correctly, you can actually be too fast. If you, like, leave your boots on, my bad. But I don't have a ton of details on that. Wait, did it give us Zora armor? That's really funny. Hi, ZA. I don't... we're going Arbiter's Grounds. Yeah, that's never needed. I can dodge that. Maybe just like for drip. Get it? But it's over here. It's slow. The drip, babe. You can warp from in here. Do a lot of people stream TPR on YouTube? In my experience, when I streamed on YouTube, I found that it just made me lose. Like, I feel like I lost subs and people turned the bell off because it just meant, because I stream 4 days a week, right? So when I was streaming on YouTube 4 days a week, it just, I don't know, it felt like it had more negative impact than positive. Because it meant, like, it's like when you ping your Discord with @everyone all of the time, people just start muting @everyone. So then when you @everyone for something that actually you want people to show up for, they all turn that shit off, so no one shows up. Like the boy who cried, watch my shit. Oh, fascinating. Freel. Me when I'm so freel. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am freel. Oh, fuck. Alrighty. I sure hope Poe 1 skips allowed, because otherwise... So pro. Didn't I miss the trick? And then have to use, like, randomizer nonsense to back it up? I don't know about that one, Chief. Alright. Shmoney. I forgot to check the rules on if Poe 1 skips allowed or not, but I wanted to not have to fight the Poe, because it seems slow. Does anyone know when that Avatar movie that got leaked is supposed to come out? I want to watch it because I love Avatar, but that's just the attack instantly one. Several months? Cool. Fuck. I like Avatar! I've been kind of wanting to rewatch all of Avatar again. Why is Avatar so based, man? It leaked very early, me when I'm 5 beers deep and can't find the bathroom. I hate when that happens, man. Although personally, as you all may know, for me it would only be like 2 beers deep. I'm not so much of a lightweight that I'm pissing myself after a beer. I might be a little tipsy / drunk after a beer, but not pissing myself. That's a little extra. I don't have ball and chains. That seemed like the fastest way to get rid of that guy. I am speed. I do feel like there's a couple of dungeons where my speedrun prowess really does shine in the randomizer logic as opposed to others. This is probably one of them. There are a lot of little skips here, and I know a majority of them. As well, just like a lot of little movement tech things. I was thinking about this the other day, though, speaking of Avatar. Why is it that all of my favorite things are, like... How do I put it? Things that are for the full family, but not necessarily... like for kids, right? Because I feel like whenever something is for kids or for adults, it goes a little too hard on the thing that it's supposed to cater to, right? Media, the media that exists between porn and Kung Fu Panda. Even Kung Fu Panda is more for adults than some kid stuff. Like, there was this one show, the Dragon Prince. Randomly in like season 4, something changed and the show became very for kids. And there was just like fart joke after fart joke after fart joke, like very clearly like the most 6-year-olds are gonna find this funny type shit. And it was just like, what happened to my show? Like, things can have children acting like children without it very clearly being an unwatchable slop fest for toddlers to be entertained. And then on the other side of things, we get shows that are just like obscenity, swear word, like, well, I think of like Vizzy Pop or whatever. Every Vizzy Pop thing, they just like cannot form a coherent sentence without swearing. And I'm just like, you know that there are other words in the English language that like get across very similar vibes, right? Like, you don't have to exclusively say the word fuck. You can have deep themes in shows without, like, I don't know. Yeah, the other alternative for adult content is like, what if everything is the most bloody, gory, like, gore slop is like so real. I'm calling it gore slap now. Things can be violent without having it be like over the top and like gruesome. I've heard there are parts of The Boys that are good and not just for the gruesomeness of it, but people really do be glazing adult media just for being gory. They're like, oh, they made a gory superhero, like X thing, but gory is like, it's literally X thing, but there's a parry mechanic. They are 1-to-1 slop, man. Check the sign. Only big key. Nothing to be found. I really should have read that sign. I heard people fucking hated the final season of The Boys. Like, just absolutely despise it. And there was a whole thing about, like, when was the last time a show actually finished without it being a miserable pile of slop? And then everyone goes, have you seen Breaking Bad? Hey, let me introduce you to my friend Breaking Bad. Just like, really? We got like one? It's like Breaking Bad, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Like, you can count on maybe both your hands the number of high quality pieces of media that we've had that are like completed. And worth watching all the way through. Like, it's actually so sad. People just don't know how to end shit, man. Oh my gosh, where is this key? And key! Come on! Give it to me! There's really not much left. So I feel like having to forget entire seasons worth of content means that it might not have ended very well. That might just be me, though. I might be crazy for this one. Ike, you have spinner. So I do. Yeah, I do. Does spinner get me up to the spinner check without actually having to fight this guy? No. It's too high up. The skip here is probably still fast, though. Assuming I can get it first try, it's probably as fast as it is in the speedrun. I'll give it one more shot. That actually seemed really solid. I was just a little slow. Yeah. It was in the other room. I wish that room was hinted. On God, I wish the other room was hinted. It's so lame that there's one chest to the right and like 7 checks to the left. Hello, Paul. Bye-bye, Paul. There's a cat up there. He's being all cute and shit. And I love that for him. You guys ever wish you could just be like cute and shit? God damn it. I always push it the wrong way. Yippee! And then you can't reach... No, you totally can. But yeah, I really love when media is just like good because it's good. Like all of my favorite shows fall into that category. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like SpongeBob's for kids, but like it's just got a lot of humor that's just funny. Like the like who the hell is the tax exemption joke for in the Grandma's Kisses episode other than like adults? Kids aren't gonna know what the fuck a tax exemption is. That shit's so funny though. Like the freeform jazz bit, I feel like could be funny even if you're a kid. But then like, there's a lot of stuff in that show that's just funny. I kind of want to put like old Simpsons on the list too, because I feel like it used to be a lot more family friendly in its humor. Did I just do that? Is that real? I'm playing Wiener So. Oh my god. Archie. The only thing I hate more than media that should be for me that's not for me, aka adult cartoons, that just simply are not enjoyable. I'm thinking like the Vizzy Pop stuff and like Rick and Morty type shit, where it's just like they're trying so hard to just be like, we're animation, but we're clearly for adults, so everything is violent and bloody. It's literally just like gore and slurs. And I don't care. I want quality content. I want some good lore and character development. That's not, yeah. Yeah, not nearly. I'm just like failing my brake slides really bad right now. That should be good. Nope. Finally, gosh. I think a lot of people would point to BoJack in recent years. Oh my gosh. Spin! Ah! I cannot believe this right now. Get your ass back down here. I remember really liking BoJack for a while, but I felt like that show... I had like one major flaw with that show, and it was that like it felt maybe it's because it was like actually real to how people are, which is that they refuse to change, but it just felt like every season was BoJack has a breakthrough, he's getting better, he's making progress as a person, and then reverts immediately because we need to have another season. Like, what's the season about if he's fine now and not a piece of shit anymore? And it's just like, what the fuck? And that just, I don't know, it just bothered me. There's a lot of the show that I really, really like that has a lot of really solid moments. But it just, I actually think that the way media gets greenlit and like funded is the cause, like the capitalism, the nature of capitalism plus show equal misery. Like, it's just the formula is bad for everyone involved, because you go into it and you get like one season and your season has to be really good, or else it's not going to get picked up for more seasons, and then it gets picked up for 7 seasons, and you go, fuck! We really only thought of the one. How do we stretch it to 7 now? And then you get 3 seasons in, and it's going really well, and you got to figure out like how to end it, and they go, let's actually go to 9. And you're like, well, shit. I guess we have 9 seasons now. I'll figure out how to write that shit in there. And it's just like, look, what happens with most shows, I feel, is they get 1 season and that's it, right? Like, I know this happened to Legend of Korra. Korra was supposed to just be the 1 season. It was just gonna be like for fun. Korra, what if we had second Avatar, and like it's all about like the pro bending and the one, it was a very, very contained arc about like this city in a, like a steampunk environment. It was supposed to end, and Nickelodeon was just like counting their stacks, being like, I think we're gonna do 1 more of these. And they were like, well, fuck, okay, I don't know, how about this? And then we get the worst season of Avatar ever released, season 2 of Legend of Korra. I'm pretty sure 2 and 3 were released at, like, were greenlit at the same time. I know one of the 2 might have been not, like, it might have been greenlit for just the 1, but I think 3 and 4 were greenlit together. And then 3 is like the best season of Avatar, of Korra, by like a mile. It's insane how much better season 3 is from every other season of Korra. What's worse, Western animation where they tell you to do 10 seasons and to figure out how to drag it out, or anime where it's renewed on a season-by-season basis? I feel like Western animation has the same problem, but it's like either or, and then anime shit just like falls into a hole. I would argue that anime is worse. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, I guess it's hinted, but... Well, there's a second thing there. Gale, Boomerang, Eldon. Yeah, shut up. It's literally at the top of the mountain. That's your key. So go all the way to the top. I don't want to hear any complaining from you. Up, up, up. At least with anime, though, you could make the argument that there's usually a manga. So the story is still completed in some form, perhaps. I think the worst thing is when the manga goes on infinite hiatus. Wait, I need checks here. When the manga goes on infinite hiatus and just the story is just in limbo, that kind of sucks. All right. We really just need small keys. Whoop. Bonus points when the anime is based off a manga that's based off of a web novel. Oh yeah, at least like 20 bonus points. But the concept here that you might have an anime that doesn't get renewed, but does get like a manga completed, like that sounds plausible. I don't know how often that happens. I feel like most of the time that a manga has an anime and the manga finishes, the anime is successful enough that it gets the full anime. Sometimes the manga finishes and it's so successful it gets 2 anime. I'm looking at you, Fullmetal Alchemist. For some reason. Well, because we're in go mode. We're literally just getting a key. I hate that if I am going to start a new anime, I have to first check, is this completed? And if not, will it ever be? And the answer is no, shockingly often. I feel like it's no, not shockingly often. I kind of expect just everything I ever pick up in the anime world to be something that just I will never see the end of for one way reason or another. Watch them both be small keys. Nope. All right. I believe we need one more small key and then we're good to go. I do think it's funny how frequently Japanese media is based on something and how frequently Western media is just like, yeah, we made a show. Like, Western shows are just, we made show, and then like weeb shit is like, oh my god, stop. Yeah, this was based off of a web comic, based off of a manga type shit. Ooh. I didn't think that'd work, but I really wanted it to. I hate that I have to go to the bathroom again. Hurry it up, dude. Finish your goddamn rando. Something good? What the fuck could it possibly be? I don't think so. You gaslit me for the last time. Probably not. You probably gaslit me for just one more time. Yeah, it's a bow and a bomb bag. As soon as we get the small key, we can stop getting checks. We have to get everything until we get both small keys. That's a snail. That's literally just a fucking snail. Just a snail. It's not just a snail. It's a golden snail. Agatha comes up and slaps me. How dare you? Just a snail. You would think, you know, I'm talking about like how I think capitalism is the reason that all of these videos suck ass. You would think it would mean indie animation shows would be like way better at not falling into the tropes that I dislike, such as, because like I keep mentioning VisiPop. I feel like a lot of the stuff in her shows is like really solid, and the character designs are generally pretty fun, and the overarching plot is generally solid enough. Just every character is insufferable. Like, I cannot listen to them talk, which is a pretty big turnoff for watching a show with people talking. I appear to have been bad. Like, there was a lot of Has-Been Hotel that I was like, yeah, okay, this is solid. Just, I need all of you to shut up a little bit more. Speak like, I guess like, not like real people, because you're not real people. Like, I don't know. I felt like a lot of the writing of Digital Circus was like not so over the top, and that was fun. Making your show edgelord and adult-oriented are synonymous to too many creators. I agree, and it's annoying. Can you? I know this kills you. I have plenty of bomb arrows. Oh, I wasn't fast enough. Oh, we still need a small key. Yippee! We did a dub for our local accent for Has-Been Hotel, and it's cringe to watch. It's cringe to watch normally, too. But again, the concept is so solid. Just like based in hell, this concept that everyone who goes to hell isn't necessarily doomed forever, and that maybe there should be like some kind of redemption thing. Like, that's all The Good Place kind of was, and The Good Place is like phenomenal. I agree. It's animation has to be for kids unless they say fuck or fuck, and for whatever reason, usually it's both, and to an amount, or limbs are being removed at all times, and there's as much blood as humanly possible. I swear that works. I don't have ball and chain. I can't. Yeah, but when SpongeBob pulls his arms off, there's a little... I've seen this post on like Twitter quite a bit where it's like Oh, you don't like that new SpongeBob is like gory and like gruesome? It's not like gory, but it's like cringe in the sense of like it makes you cringe, like body horror type shit, I think is the phrase. Like him pulling his toenail off or some shit. And they'd be like, old SpongeBob did that too. And it's like, no. No. SpongeBob's just been around too long. You are conflating old SpongeBob with SpongeBob's just been around for so long that old SpongeBob sucks too. It's like a very specific, that's season 1 to 3. Season 4 immediately becomes unwatchable slop. There's a couple of gems every now and then, because nothing is ever truly, like, ass. For racing, you could have just talked to Minda and had her return to the dungeon entrance? Oh. Well, good to know. It was so nice of them to make the first movie their definitive cutoff point. Yeah. Even the first movie, or the first movie is like solid. That movie is phenomenal. But even while it was airing, like the show was in the process of degrading. And it's so sad. It makes me feel like an old man boomer when I complain about shows that got bad. Especially since a lot of people like SpongeBob after season 3. But it's not even necessarily that it's bad, just so much as it's an entirely different philosophy on how the jokes are constructed. The characters are not the same. It is a fundamentally different show with the same, like, outlines. Like, SpongeBob is still there, but he is not the same person. They all got replaced. It's very upsetting. And they might be replaced by people you find funny, but, like, they're not the same. I think the craziest part is the fact that SpongeBob happens so suddenly. Watching all of The Simpsons, you kind of have a very similar of, like, what the hell happened to my characters, but it's very slow. Like, I think the general consensus is that season 9 is the last good episode of The Simpsons, but there's a lot of people who say season 12. That is 3 fucking years of episodes. Ignore the fact that we're on, like, season 35 and somehow The Simpsons is still going. Like, please just let the voice of Marge rest in peace. If you've watched a recent Simpsons episode, it's like so hard to listen to Marge. I feel like they got her in chains and they're like, quickly, whoosh, more Marge voice, gah! She's just like, please give me some water. She's trying her fucking best. Oh. Homie, it's I thought they got a new voice actor. It's so, like, hard to listen to Marge now. Like, please just hire someone who does an impression of Marge. Like, oh my lord. Or just let the show die. Please just let the show die. Every time I think of The Simpsons, I think of a clip I saw of a rapper who said, these haters talk about me like they know me. You can call me Marge Simpson because I love you, homie. That sounds like a Little B line. I don't know if it is, but it sounds like something Little B would say. But I was going to go on the tangent of, like, I hate when a show goes from good to bad, but then there's honestly, this is again both SpongeBob and Simpsons, there is significantly more bad than good of both of these shows, right? We're saying Simpsons died at 9 and SpongeBob died at 3. They've both been going on for so many years of just, like, not good media. that when you tell people you should check out The Simpsons, you should check out SpongeBob, they're like, really? That sounds pretty bad, man. Like, and you're just like, no, I promise. You just gotta like stop. It's like when you tell people to watch One Piece, and it's just like, oh, you just gotta skip the filler, or like Naruto. I don't know which one has the shittier filler. Telling people to get into One Piece actually feels... You are literally holding like some iron chains, and you're just like, ah, want me to clamp this shit on you real quick? I promise you won't hate it. Once you get used to the feel of them on your wrists, like, honestly, it's a bit of a workout. Telling someone to watch One Piece should be considered verbal assault. It's cult behavior. 100% cult behavior. Oh, hey, we found Malomart. Optimal Malomart location. Now it's go mode. I'm a mega church intern. Hold on. I gotta stab this guy. I'm a mega church intern. I don't have to do unpaid work for the Lord. I get to do unpaid work for the Lord. No, for real though. But even then, there's like this concept there where you might eventually get to do paid work for the Lord if you're an intern long enough. There's no point where they're gonna be like, oh, you watched enough One Piece to where you now get to watch One Piece and it does like when do you get to the good part? Like, you're never going to be getting something out of this. You're only ever going to be putting in, other than the normal thing you get out of a show, which is that you get something out of a show. It's fun. Not Oda on the cross, man. That's crazy. Oh, fuck. The only reason I was comparing it to being, like, clamped in chains is because it's so fucking wrong. I feel like anything you get 100 episodes into, you're not setting it down until you, like, you're gonna be watching that shit till it ends. That's just the way it is. And I get that it's, like, got a lot of really good episodes, yada, 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 yada. It's just like, it's an anime too. Like, it's got like an overarching thing that they're trying to accomplish. Bro's been trying to find the One Piece for like 25 years. It's not like Grey's Anatomy. Grey's not even in the anatomy anymore. She's gone. She moved the fuck on. Luffy's still in it for the... He's in it for the long haul. Free my guy. I'm trying to compare it to other like Western shows that I've watched that have too many episodes, like Bones. We watched Bones. We watched House. Grey's Anatomy for a while. You can just put that shit down. It's just episodic nonsense. The Simpsons even. You can just stop watching The Simpsons. You're not attached to these characters that much. Shit just kind of goes south. It goes bad. You can just stop watching. If I had been watching 1,000 episodes of this motherfucking guy in a hat trying to find the One Piece, I'm going to watch this motherfucker until he finds the One Piece. I'm committed. I'm probably more impatient about it than the character is at this point. God, I hope he finds it and they come up with like a season 2, like a new plot point for him to become king of the pirates or some shit. We get like some Boruto type shit, and there's like a whole new 1,000+ episode journey he's going on now. Oh, what if it becomes like a sitcom? Luffy and whoever Luffy's child, and it's just about parenting. I don't know if Luffy has a partner. Luffy and Chopper take care of a baby and raise them proper. The One Piece was the friends we made along the way. Oh. I remember we got like most of the way through Bones, and then like Bones, the main character, and like the sidekick got together, and I was just like, man, these guys are such a bad couple. Can we stop watching them? And then we stopped. It was just that simple. Oop. Oh my god, it still worked. Ganon, you're such a chud, man. Alright, maybe not. Oh, never mind. You just gave it to me again. Alright, well that's gonna be time. 2:39:26. We're pretty consistently under the 3-hour mark, which is... I have no idea. I don't know how good this was. At what point has your show been going on for so long that there is nothing you could ever do to give it a satisfying ending? I think more than like 300 episodes. You're fucked. I don't know, maybe life can be very complex and still satisfying, but this rando is having the satisfying ending of right now we knock out Ganondorf. Unironically, this game does kind of have a not so satisfying ending. We don't even kill the guy like Zant does. Like, Zant kills Ganondorf. The Ganondorf fight is kind of meh. And then Minda leaves. I think Link gets kind of blue-balled in, like, every single game. That's so unfortunate for Link. But, if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing, liking, give me comments. And we'll see you next week for some more Linkle and the boys. Yeah. Doodles.